So it's your boy, Magnetic Fresh, everyone's least favorite 500 yen costume princess, and I'm here to talk about Sephiroth and Big Butts, i.e. the anime Ange Vierge. And this anime was like one of those restaurants where the service is great, but the food is terrible. You know, the employees refill your water before it runs out and constantly bring napkins, but the food tastes like dog shit. Ange Vierge was full of fan service, but the story, or at least to your boy, felt real incoherent. But that was, okay, because there was so much fan service. I say fan service because this isn't an ecchi anime, but we see so many close-ups of ass and tits. And a lot of the time, the characters would just walk around naked because they took so many baths. I bet if you cut out all the baths in Ange Vierge, just every bath scene, you'd probably have about 2 hours of footage throughout the entire series. All 12 episodes would probably amount to about 2 hours of footage with no bath scenes. It was just wild, just what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And if they're gonna do shit like this, Ange Vierge should have just gotten rid of the light bars, the covered ass and tits, and just called it an ecchi anime. That would have made it infinitely more popular and helped compensate for the blotchy story. I mean, watching Sephiroth destroy otherworldly ships with a shit ton of flashbacks and little explanation can only be interesting for so long. Let me explain something real quick. There's a character named Ramiel, and she's an angel with one wing. And I call her, Sephiroth, because she has one wing. Sephiroth's a one-winged angel from Final Fantasy VII. Whatever though. What we should be paying attention to is Stella's amazing ass. Tomoko have mercy on my virgin soul. That robot with heterochromia had an amazing ass. Just a boy. But let's get serious for a second. From what I could gather from the plot, it took place on Earth, but 4 other planets were going to combine with it, and that being the destruction of everything. And to prevent this, girls with supernatural powers gathered on an island and are fighting these weird penis-looking things. That's like no bullshit, dead ass. These things that they're fighting, they look like giant sky dicks. But that aside, the story mainly focuses on the new recruits of the school the magical girls go to, and they're like the C team, as in they're the last resort. And in the second episode, there's this big ass fight, and people get crystallized, and all the overpowered upperclassmen get turned evil. And this is just the second episode. I mean, the first didn't even explain shit to us. It was mostly fan service. Like, that was almost an entire bath episode. In short, this marked the all-around downfall of the series, because we were already thrown in the shaft with the first episode, and with the second episode, Cypher sent us to hell, but we're going even deeper. But it's okay, because it's chock full of fan service. And I think we're supposed to, feel some kind of emotion every time the C team fought against one of the upperclassmen in each episode. But it's kinda hard when all we know about their past is what they reminisce in the bath. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you're gonna go beat the evil out of so-and-so, and you guys are like crying and screaming at each other, but I don't know why you're doing this, why you have so, much of an emotional connection to these people. If we would have got to see all the companionship being made, or even if they just spent a little more time showcasing how the C team cared so much for their upperclassmen instead of taking baths, I bet shit would have been, more heartfelt and meaningful. But what the fuck ever. Like, honestly, the fights were really cool. Definitely well animated, and full of big butts and Sephiroth. Like, don't get your boy wrong. This anime was animated fucking crispy. The animation in Ange Vierge is just other fucking worldly. It's just so good. But sadly, you can't save a series from being Camp Fur's successor with just, big butts and Sephiroth. Deadass. Ange Vierge is gunning for Camp Fur's spot of being uber shitty. And I wish that wasn't the case, because when worlds collide, absolute litness should be your guide, not an incoherent story with shallow characters. What the fuck ever though. Wanna watch Sephiroth and big censored butts and pretty lit fight scenes here and there? check out Ange Vierge. I mean, you know, it's something. Don't expect much. Don't even expect much of the ending. It's just kind of like, okay, like, the ending, it wasn't shit. Thinking about the ending gives me gonorrhea. So you just go check it out. You know why? Because, like a light bulb, your boy's trying to give you dancing gonorrhea. Totally, yo. Get some dancing gonorrhea by watching Ange Vierge. Because, yeah, dancing gonorrhea, wayward heart, I fuck up everything. So, I'm gonna end it there.